It's week 4 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the football team and the Patriots, next on EA Sports.
Come on, time to play!
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Washington football team. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Tyreek Hill on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They go play action here on first down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he's taken down inside the 30. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing rig. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
This is our time. Our time. Oh, he's ridiculous. All of them. All of them. Woo! Let's go. Let's stop him here. Yes.
Still first down.
intercepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Let's go.
Still first down.
So that'll back him up 5.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Still first down.
What's the deal, y'all?
And that'll set him back 5.
All day, baby. All day.
Still first down.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go.
Still first down.
Bring it.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Patriots, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
2nd down and 8. Gibson here running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. Mariota now from the 50. Flush to his right. Mariota so nimble, sliding to the ground with a first down.
Let's go.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy, make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play, a perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10. A handoff for Gibson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Get it! Get it!
I told you, I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Say nothing.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Off play action. Jones. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for New England. We're scoreless after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And this one is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun give to Fournette. A beautiful fake. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Fournette running out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown! Hunter Henry. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
We got this.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On play action, Mariota. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Jones. And they can't bring him down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Jones on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Washington offense ready to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Gibson again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd down, Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's Jones. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Eluding the pressure right. First down and much more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a time.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And they're going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, this jet sweep is so popular now in football, but Charles, here's the downside to turnover.
Yeah, because you want so badly to get the ball in the hands of your receivers, let him try and create something. I think that when he took the handoff, he was thinking something.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He finds Douglas complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And now the punter, Tressway, as he sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Leonard Fournette, for a big back, he can cover a lot of ground, and he showed off the athleticism there as he broke off a big one. Coup for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Once more, Gibson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Foxborough. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 2nd and 7. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but now it's third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. I've worked with you long enough now to know you like that decision. Go safe, pressure coming, hit your guy underneath.
It's an excellent decision, but he knew it came with consequences, and that's him getting hit on the play, but able to dump it to his running back and gain some yardage. I liked everything about it, especially his ability to stay in the pocket and execute. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the gun, Mariota. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Douglas. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it, and his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Jones. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you're still in this game. Yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Now Mariota. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Mariota. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw, Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. And this is secured by the Patriots. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Again, it's Fournette. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit. Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he? Escaping the pressure right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well. Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending. Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers. I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory. So for New England, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop down to 1-3.